I did not want to have to do this video, y'all. Let me back up a little bit. I didn't even want to have to do this live, but apparently black women are still on this bullshit. They're still on this bullshit. So, where do I want to begin? So, hi. So, yesterday, I was on social media minding my business as usual, you know, trying to mind my damn business. Let me turn on the air. It's hot. It's hot. Okay. Hey, girl. Hey, love. I'm trying to child on TV. They done tease my hair, trying to get this 50s hairstyle. Okay, so, all right, look. So yesterday, I was on the internet minding my business, and I came across a post of a black woman, and on her post, she was talking about how a man. Wait, let me back up. I was on a person's post who is a sexual empowerment coach. Okay, so this person is a proclaimed professional in a form of human relations, sex, right? So this person made a post about how men have told her, and she was talking about one man in particular, about how hard it is to date her because he tries to pay for everything on the date and she keeps giving him pushback. Let me say that again. He keeps trying to pay for dates, but she keeps giving him pushback. Like, oh no, if you get the food, I can get the movies. If you get the movies, I can get the food. Like, she does that. First of all, why in the fuck are you a coach or a sex empowerment coach? It sounds like you're fucking for free. So you shouldn't be, I don't think you're empowering anybody, because you're housed in masculine energy, because you won't even allow a man to take you out on a date and treat you the way he's supposed to treat you. So explain to me how you are having empowering. You're not having empowering sex because you're paying for dates. So much so that it's hard for you to just receive. So there's the masculine and there's the feminine. So the masculine obviously is male, it's the phallus. Female is the vagina. So again, the feminine is designed to receive. I say this in like every video that I do. The feminine is designed to receive, and we, the feminine, females, when we do receive things, we alchemize them to be better. So I'm sure you've heard this. You give a woman, some food, she'll make a meal. You give some woman some sperm, she'll make a baby, etc., etc., etc. Like, that whole thing. So you can't even accept a free fucking meal. You can't even receive a movie. First of all, okay, so I'm gonna say this. It's women like this who literally are like, how you get a man to pay your rent? How you get a man to buy you clothes? How you get a man to pay your bills? How do you do all this stuff? Well, honey, if you're paying for dates, you're blocking the flow. And I think I talked about this in a previous video. You're blocking the flow of somebody buying you cars and homes and stuff like that. You won't even receive a free fucking meal. I've been out places to eat, and strangers have bought me free meals, and I wasn't like, no. One, partly because I'm in my feminine, and two, because shit, it's a nice gesture. Why would you not receive something nice that somebody's trying to give you? But what I do know is, on the psychological, so many women, and I am talking about a black woman here, so we can go there. We are so used to being told that we have to do things in order to get things. And this is kind of a piggyback of this whole Fantasia bullshit. You know what I mean? Because there's this whole idea that you have to do something in order to receive love. No, the fuck you don't. That's the biggest crock of bullshit that has been fed to women and black folks in general. Hell, black folks still think they gotta work to make money, and that's not even fucking true. But we're so programmed in that whole mindset. So a lot of black women and women in general are programmed that they gotta do something. They gotta jump high. They gotta straighten their hair, right? Because that was like a whole big thing when that wife school shit that came out. They got to straighten their hair. They got to be skinny. They got to have this. They got to have that in order to receive a man's love. Like, and I'm like, no, that's some bull. Oh, you have to submit so you can receive a man's love. That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit that is fed to us mainly by the church, but in general, it's just some fucking bullshit. In general, it's just stupid. You don't have to do anything to receive love. When a baby, and a good example is babies. When babies come into this world, they don't have to do anything. I just love the photo shoot, girl, and the photo of Icy. Okay, I'll definitely keep you posted, but you know. Well, I'll post the photos soon when I get them. I had a really, really dope team today. But babies don't have to do anything to receive love. You see what I'm saying? They don't have. There's nothing that they have to do innately for you to be like, oh, I should hug this baby. I hear him crying. Even if you're not the child's mom, you're like, yeah, I need. You know, this baby's crying. That's a major issue. So we were all babies at one point, right? So we're all human beings. We're all adults. You don't have to do anything to receive love. So the whole idea that, well, I gotta pay half the rent in order to keep him, that's some bullshit. You gotta pay half of the rent because he doesn't have enough money to pay the rent. That's the fact. It's not so that you can receive love from somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I just really hate to see that, and I hate the fact that people are hiring this person. The people are hiring this person for sexual empowerment, and she's not even getting taken out on proper dates. Or she can't even receive a proper date because the post that she made, the man was like, you make this so difficult for me. So this was a man that was in masculine energy. He not sitting up here like, oh, she paying for the movies, you know, so it's cool. No, he's like, you're making this difficult for me. You're making it hard for me to be a fucking man because you want to pay for shit. Like, dude. And I'd be like I said, the women who ask me questions about sugar babying or marrying well, or how do you meet rich men, or how do you make men that are hardworking and men that want to take care of a family and stuff like that, it's like your mindset is so on, I have to do X to get Y, that you're not going to get anything. And then you get mad at me, or you want to ask me 50 questions. And yeah, I said 50 questions. Because you don't want to just fucking chill. Like, that, I think that's like the main thing with it. It is like, again, I've said this so many times, y'all. Mars is masculine, Venus is feminine. Mars is about action and doing and being busy. Venus is about lounging. Actually, Venus, the downside of Venus, or the negative part of the feminine, is actually being fucking lazy, being dirty. That's the negative part of the feminine. And the negative part of the masculine, which Mars energy, is being violent. You know what I'm saying? But in general, they're supposed to be doing, and we're supposed to be receiving and refining things, making things beautiful, like how women tend to decorate homes and things like that. And we can have the kids shining greasing when they leave the house. You know, they greased up with cocoa butter and stuff. That is very feminine in nature. Very feminine in nature. And just like a man being like, oh, you got a flat tire, let me hurry up out here and fix your flat tire. It is so gratifying for them to be able to do for you and make you happy. That makes them feel like they did what they needed to do to make a flower open. You know what I mean? When they know, like, okay, I've repaired her car, and I've taken her to dinner, and I've afforded her this, and this. When you open up to him, whether that be sexually or emotionally, men feel gratified. So again, you don't ever get to that level of sensitivity and vulnerability when you're offering to pay for shit. It's almost like you're keeping yourself in the friend zone in a way, or keeping yourself in the fuck zone, like where it's just about sex. You're keeping yourself in that realm because you're doing masculine things. It's kind of like if your dude had a flat tire and you ran out to fix it, and you fixed it and he couldn't. Just think about, would you really like respect him as a man if he can't even put no air in his tire or fix a flat tire, and you had, like, for instance, say y'all got stopped in the damn rain, y'all on the corner of the highway, and you had to fix the fucking tire because he doesn't know how. You're not going to feel good, and he's going to feel some level of shame whether he shows it or not. And the low end of that masculine and that violence, that's why, like, I can't even say a lot of, all men, every man that I know that is excessively violent toward women or other people, Like the men that just pop off, they going off on the cashier, Walgreens, you know, they beating their wife, they always popping off. Those kind of men are on the low end of the Mars spectrum, right? And they usually have a lot of guilt and a lot of shame, and so they're angry because there's a lot of shit they can't fucking do. They can't fix shit. They can't be a handyman. They can't pay bills. That's why they're like that. So you have a gentleman here trying to buy you a nice meal and take you out to the movies or take you to putt-putt, you know, miniature golf, or do things, and you sitting up here fighting to pay, and you wonder why he don't want to call you back, why he's frustrated with you, because you're literally like you're pulling his pants down, you're emasculating him. He's trying to show you a good time, and it's really sad that there are so many women that have been so used to men not doing their part, that they're so used to being masculine in that role and doing. It's just fucking crazy. Well, Drew, it's a girl. I know somebody like that, and it's a woman, and she is so masculine. Everywhere we go, she cussing somebody out. Everywhere we go, she cussing somebody out. And this is a woman who, she asked me, how do you meet guys that do da-da-da? And I'm just like, sis, you're not going to meet guys like that, because you're so masculine and you're so angry and you're so goddamn loud. You are not going to attract a man of means, because he knows he can't take you anywhere. You're loud, you're abrasive, you're ready to pop off, you're ready to fight all the time. You could meet a rich man today. He could be physically attracted to you. You could be physically attracted to him. He could be ready to buy a bag, and he's not going to buy it for you because you're fucking masculine as fuck. And this person gets mad at me all the time because I never invite her out on my expeditions, I'll call them that. And I just be like, I'm not about to invite you nowhere and you're going to fuck up my bag. No, I'm not going to invite you anywhere, no ma'am. Because you don't know how to turn from Shanae into Gina. You don't know how to do it. There are some of us who know how to do it. We can switch off. Some of us stay in Gina energy. Some people stay in Shanae energy. She stays in Shanae energy, and I can't take her ass nowhere. And that's just what it is. And I tried to be really nice about it and like cool about it. But it's like I can't, because she will fuck up my whole vibration. So, like I was saying, y'all, please be careful about these people that y'all hiring. Please don't be hiring no relationship. Like, for instance, I'm going to look at the Millionaire Matchmaker. I like her. I like the show. I like her. But I'm sorry, I won't be taking no love advice from sis. Okay? Because sis has been waiting for her live-in boyfriend to propose to her for years. And she's actually been able to help other people get in relationships and get married. Like, she's been able to do that. I mean, she's a fucking millionaire being a matchmaker. But she's so masculine running that business, she's unable to get her longtime partner, who it seems like he adores her. He won't take that next step. And so this woman is like 40, 50, and don't have any kids, wanted kids, and didn't have any because of the fact that she was on that bullshit, on that masculine shit. Which is, again, this comes from when you have a family where you didn't have masculine protection and you didn't have masculine guidance. So you're trying to figure it out. So you start acting fucking masculine. Girl, I was just saying, Benita, the girl that's on this live, me and her are finna go on a vacation, but that's only because I know she know how to fucking act. There are very few people that I can take. If I wanted to go to, like, you know, the Cannes, you know, film festival, there are only so many people that I could take with me. So I know women would be acting a fucking fool. I was just listening to this show. I was listening to this song, and it's by, like, the song is by the City Girls and Saweetie and somebody else, but it's like, it's called Come On or Come Out or something. Hold on, let me see. I think I got it. Yeah, that's it. It's called Come On. It's called Come On. It's Saweetie and it's City Girls. That song is so ghetto. I can't even stand to hear it when it come on. I be like, oh, it just makes my ass ache. I'm like, who? And it's like some of the stuff they're saying, like, I kind of vibe with. Like, I'm about, you know, getting to do with some paper. But it's like, chances are y'all are fucking low-end niggas. Like, chances are y'all fucking rappers and jammers, and motherfuckers who like aren't gonna, if you happen to get knocked up, they ain't finna leave you and that baby with shit. Like, I'm just like, why is this the music on the goddamn radio right now? Oh my god, just so irksome. I just recently heard it, the song the other day, and I was like, what in the hell is this? But I don't know. But anyway, like I was saying, I think women, you know, y'all gotta stop trying to offer to pay for fucking dates, man. Like, y'all gotta stop doing dumbass shit like that. I mean, and then trying to join a sugar baby class. You need to do a goddamn feminine masculine energy class before you be trying to take a damn sugar baby class or go to wife school or anything like that, and figure out why the fuck you're so masculine, and why, and how to shift that energy into feminine energy so that you can attract more, attract masculine energy. Because this is the situation. As long as you remain masculine, we're polar opposites and we're magnets, whether people like it or not. Whether you're homosexual, whether you're bisexual, it doesn't matter. So, if you want to attract masculine men, meaning somebody that's going to be doing things for you, they want to physically do things for you, they want to protect you and provide for you, you need to act feminine. So, if you're going to be acting masculine, offering to pay on fucking dates, no, I got all my own shit, I don't need no help, you're going to attract feminine men, which seems to be a common occurrence with women. Oh, he doesn't call enough. Oh, he doesn't plan dates. Oh, you know, he doesn't pay bills, blah, 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 blah. So you're attracting feminine men. If you're attracting feminine men, you're a masculine energy. Been there, done that, bought a book, have a t-shirt. So, again, you can't be mad or asking for advice on how to, like, finesse and how to be a sugar baby and all this other shit if you're going to continuously basically strip these men of their fucking responsibilities of doing what they're supposed to do. A grown man tells you, hey, can you please walk on the inside of the sidewalk, and you got an attitude, sis, you don't want a man. You want a child. You want a feminine child that you can fucking control. You want to pay for everything. You want a feminine child that you want to fucking control. You do not want a man. You want to get loud. You want to start yelling and shit every time something doesn't work out for you. You want a feminine child that you can control. You do not want a man. Drew, you're so funny. I'm tickled. They should be. But that's it. You know, and, you know, I already said my piece about Fantasia, you know, marrying motherfuckers who can't even pay their goddamn child support. Please stop listening to people that don't, goddamn. Stop listening to people who don't have their shit together, for real. You can Google and find out that Fantasia's husband is basically a fuck nigga. You can Google that. That's Googleable information. She could have Googled it too. But when are we going to stop being so goddamn thirsty that we're paying for fucking dates? Hell, they did a damn show called Rome of Love. They took all these black women over to Rome to try to, like, meet these men. These women didn't even know how to fucking act. I'm just like, you know what? I'm tired. I don't want to hear no more complaints about any of this stuff. And you're offering to pay for dates. I'm not understanding. Because I already know. Y'all offering to pay for dates. That means you're going half on red. You're giving him gas money. You're probably driving him around. Like, it's just... This is a situation that you're exacerbating. Cause when I'm not getting what I want, a nigga can't find me. Okay, I'm out. Okay, when things aren't getting paid, when I don't feel pampered, I don't feel cared for, he can't find me. Period. No, I don't even know what. After Mary J. Blige and Jill Scott, you would think that black women start paying attention, but no. No, they're not. That was my point. Y'all be careful with these so-called relationship coaches and shit that y'all be hiring and shit. I'm sorry, I'm not hiring no relationship coach that isn't happy as fuck. Okay, I'm not hiring no relationship coach who isn't getting exquisite sex and adoration and love and support I'm not hiring her. That's not the bitch I want to hire, okay? I want to hire somebody who's happy as hell. Every time we have a session, she's bursting with joy because her relationship is amazing. She's doing things that are fulfilling her life. She's living somewhere that's fulfilling in her life. That's the only type of person I'm trying to follow as far as that. Yeah, I done started ghosting people too. I'm over it. That was like all summer. I think that Saturn and Pluto retrograde for me was like, just leave these motherfuckers alone. Stop trying to make stuff make sense. Just leave them alone. They're stupid. And I had to even, like, it was like a few situations where I had to, like, you know, bump my head a few times and be like, you know what? The last time I was around you, you made me mad, and the time before that, you made me mad, or the time before that, you was trying to shame me for being a mom, or whatever it was. And it took me 2 times, but now I'm down to 1. You got 1 time to piss me off or to do something that I deem disrespectful, and you're gone. So, again, y'all don't be, oh, I got a little treat in my, okay, I didn't know I had that in here. So, yes, yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say about that. Y'all be careful who y'all hiring, okay? Don't be hiring these people that's out here paying women who out here fucking for free. Don't be hiring life coaches that are miserable. Don't be listening to celebrities who couldn't even get a man who's up to date on his child support. Yeah, set them boundaries high. Set those standards high. And stop dealing with mediocre bullshit. And stop being scared that, or feeling like you owe somebody because they took you out for coffee, or because they took you out for dinner. That's the only reason why a woman would even offer, is because she feels indebted. If you feel indebted to somebody buying you a meal, you need to do some self-reflection on how much you really care about yourself. And that's just the nicest thing I can say. You should not be tripping about somebody buying you a meal, or taking you to the goddamn movie. Oh, well, it's okay, you don't have to come pick me up, or no, no. You just keep diminishing yourself. No, I'll pay. No, I'll go half. I'm telling y'all, I done been there, I done done it. I done bought my own flights before and done all kind of dumb shit. I'll tell you one thing, 2019, I didn't buy a not now flight. Right? I've flown, I've taken at least 4 or 5 flights this year, maybe more. I haven't paid for any of my flights, and some of my flights were not for social reasons. They were for serious things that I needed to get done. But when somebody wants to see you grow, they will support you in that way. And it's not a matter of, oh, well, should I be intimate with this person, or should I give this person attention? You know, do they really care about me? You know, you don't have to question it when they've actually done the things they're supposed to do. Kind of amazing how that works out. How the feminine and masculine bounce off each other when they're in order. Period, Drew. Period. That's my whole mood. If I have to pay for the shit, I'm doing it alone. If I gotta go buy my own goddamn crab legs, I'm gonna sit in a restaurant and eat my crab legs alone. And what is the point of having you here? What's the point? You're not proving to me that you can take care of me. I just think in general, humans have gotten so far away from our innate nature. Again, animals don't even do this. And I say this like every video that I talk about masculine and feminine energy. Animals don't even do this. Animals don't even do this. Like a peacock, the men have to do a whole thing. They have to put out their tails, and like they have to do all this stuff in order to be afforded the opportunity to mate. But you don't want a man to jump through hoops to get to you. You don't want him to have to do all of the things that he's supposed to do to impress you, to get you to a point to be like, well, you know what? Yeah, I think I want to keep seeing this gentleman. You don't even want to let it get to that part, because you want to pay for damn dates. I'm like, Lord, we're dumber than birds. We're dumber than birds. human women are dumber than birds. It blows my mind. But I used to be the same way. I used to be like, I'll pay for it. I got it. I'll get the tip. Don't worry. I'll drive. Then I had to do some damn self-reflection, like, and then I was like, why do guys keep treating me in this particular way? And it was because I was offering and I was giving. And that's the thing. A lot of these men that are telling you, you need to hold me down and you need to help me. First of all, that's usually coming from niggas, so you need to evaluate that. 2, that whole thing of having to hold somebody down. I used to know this one dude used to be like, we need to build together. What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, seriously, you could literally watch Animal Planet and you could understand mating better. It's crazy. It's just crazy as hell. So, please, if you don't understand, hold me down. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say about the whole holding me down. These men become resentful. Like, 9 times out of 10, these niggas get resentful as fuck because when you hold them down, essentially you're mothering them. And you're not allowing them to mature and grow on their own and get the things they need to get on their own. So once they get it, they start resenting you. And then they go find a high maintenance ass bitch for them to be with. And then you get mad. And then there's a cycle. Then you're mad again. I'm sitting here fat. I had 4 of his kids. Now he gonna divorce me and go be with some bitch that look like Kim Kardashian. What the fuck? Because the Kim Kardashian ass looking girl, she came with her hand out. And she came with her standards high. And what a lot of people don't understand about men is that they like the challenge. So, in order to be with you, I gotta pay your rent, and I gotta keep your hair and your nails done, and I gotta send your son to private school. Kim Kardashian's lookalike says, yeah, you do. Husband with the money now says, well, shit, let me try to go get some more clients so I can take care of you. And then he gets so enthralled in it, then he divorcing the wife that he done got stuck with 4 kids. So yeah, I think at this point, you know, I thought sisters was waking up, but I see that there are some of us that are still haven't gotten it, and still don't see that your value, that you should not be doing that. Like, and honestly, it's sad because, like, I be in, like, y'all know I used to be a doula or whatever. I be in these mom groups. It be sad as fuck. It be women like, you know, I'm 37 weeks, and you know, I'm just so exhausted, and you know, I just wish, you know, that they, like, it's women, it's pregnant women. They want their babies to come early because they want to be able to get off work. Like, do y'all see what's wrong with that? Like, why hasn't your husband afforded you the ability to not have to fucking work while you're fucking about to have his child? Like, we gotta start thinking about shit. Like, dude, again, like, we gotta start watching Animal Planet. Like, oh, homegirl said, like, shit don't make no goddamn sense. There's a guy that I follow on here. He teaches the stock market to black people, and he's a Capricorn, so he's a man. See, that's what I'm talking about, Drew. Okay, your mom needs to teach a fucking class, okay? But this guy, he's a man, right? So this man said he would have felt less of a man if his wife had to work while pregnant, because he would not. Because he basically, these are not his words, but basically what he said in the post that he made, I remember he said, basically he was like, what kind of man would I have been to allow my wife to have to go to work every day and deal with the stresses of a job while she's carrying my child? What kind of man is that? Just let it marinate. That's a grown man saying that. Grown man with a wife and children, and he's like, that's not manly to have your wife at work and she's pregnant. And I'm telling you, I see this all the time in these mom groups. I'm pregnant and just, oh my God, like 2 more weeks, I'm exhausted. And I'm telling you, I worked while I was pregnant, so I know what it's like. And I know that a nigga that will let you work while pregnant does not give a fuck about you. I don't care. I don't care. You can be mad at me. You can be mad at your daddy, mad at your granny, whoever. He doesn't care about you. Now, if you insist, that's on your ass. But if he doesn't give you that option, You can say all day, oh, the cost of living is crazy where we live. Whatever. We gotta stop making excuses for why these men are not doing the things that they're supposed to be doing, and why you're contributing to it by going to work, or paying for lunch, or paying for dinner, or paying for dates, or going half on rent, or buying, you know, basically paying for men to go to school, and all kinds of dumb stuff that I be seeing y'all doing. They aren't learning to be financially secure before getting a woman, but I have found that when they are financially insecure, they are insecure, and they're very hard to deal with. And so a lot of women need to stop dealing with these men who don't have it. They know they don't have it. And they get uncomfortable. And then they go find a low maintenance chick until they get to the point they want to be at. And then they find the most expensive chick they could find. It's just crazy. Y'all want to talk about some damn maternal and child health, and why are so many women dying? Because they're busting their ass while they're pregnant. And then they go into the hospitals, and the men aren't protecting them in the hospitals. It's several issues. It's a layered issue, but it starts with that. It starts with the fact that you got pregnant and probably were stressed from the moment you found out until the moment you gave birth, and then you were stressed after that. That's usually what it is. Yeah, no, and then we've gotten so accustomed to bragging about it. You know, the whole, I don't need nobody to help me, or, oh, I worked while I was pregnant, and I did it like this, and I did it like that. And then the elders who reinforce that, it's anger, because I've done that before. When I was in my early 20s, I remember being like, you ain't gonna go to work? Shit, I worked while I was pregnant, blah, 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 blah. That's because I was stupid. That's because I was stupid. Never again. I can guarantee you that. I don't even think you should have to work while raising children. But that's me and my personal traditional viewpoint on that. But, I mean, I just so badly want women to shift out of this masculine stuff. But it's like, as long as you won't keep offering to do stuff, then that's just how it's going to be. That's just how it's going to be. If you're going to keep offering to pay bills for men, and offering to basically hold him down and be his support, and rear children by yourself for the most part, it's gonna continue to happen. Girl, I already know, because my postpartum was, a lot of it was tied to the fact that I did not procreate within the right family. I did not. Yeah, and it's horrible. But a lot of this stuff, it goes back to partnering wrong, and then it goes back to women feeling like they have to do something. They have to do something because the man isn't holding up his whole part of the bargain. And what I've just learned to do, and if you can't afford dates, you can't afford flights, you can't afford honeymoons, you can't afford a wedding, like, all of those things to me are a sign that you need to be single. And I'm not going to entertain it. Once, I dated this guy not too long ago, and he was like, I remember he told me that he couldn't do something because he was at the end of his paycheck. And I remember thinking, and this is the end of this relationship, because I don't want to be with somebody who is that restrained. Because I'm like, damn, you need to get your finances together. You can't be dating me. You damn sure can't be dating my ass. Shit, I'm trying to go to the, I'm trying to go to the Cannes Film Festival. Yeah, and black American men have it bad, but there are some other, I mean, I've watched white men make single mothers out of women too. It's about the kind of family they were fucking raised in. I'm trying to tell y'all. Look at fucking Jim Jones and Chrissy. Y'all know who the fuck raised Jim. I'm not surprised at the way he was acting on Marriage Boot Camp. I'm not surprised that he took forever and a damn day to propose to her. I'm not surprised that he's never married her. Look at who raised him. A fucking clown. A clown who and a person who over nurtured and babied him. He's not going to make a decent spouse. He's not. He never will. I mean, he's gonna have to do a lot of work. He never will. And then you hear about the fact that their home recently got closed on. Who wants to be? But this is he is the result of his upbringing. That's what he is. He's a result of his upbringing. So I'm not really surprised at all that that's how Jim Jones and Chrissy deal with one another. I'm not surprised. Current is a fool. Yeah, but it's a good example. But I know for me, that was one of my lessons in life is look at these men's parents, please. Please. Because I have met men that have been raised by one parent, male or female, and they're awesome. But their parents are fucking awesome ass people. Like, their parents are hella dope. But I've also met men who have two parents, or they have one parent that's a damn fool, and it reflects in their relationship. Because I've been doing a lot of inner work on myself, and the way my parents raised me that's part of the reason why I was even settling with some of these niggas that I've dealt with in the past. So please look at these folks' parents, and if they ain't tried to go to no damn, they know their parents are a fucking fool, and they haven't tried to do some type of work around that, leave them alone. Especially when they're like really like I know I've met a couple, I'm not gonna say I've dealt with a few men who they have toxic parents or people who raise them, but they're very much like, they basically have, what do they call it, Stockholm Syndrome, and so they're very close to that parent. This parent will verbally abuse them. This parent will know that he got a wife or a fiance or a baby on the way. They asking for money and shit. Those type of mother-in-laws. I've had to deal with that kind of shit before, and because that man, because I date men, those men were so attached to those parents or guardians that they had, or those elders in their family that were so toxic, I couldn't compete. I couldn't compete with that. That's mama, that's granny, that's daddy, you know. And every time daddy called with his coke problem, you gonna send him money, and you don't care that I ain't got my nails done. You don't care that the light bills ain't paid. I'm telling you, I've dealt with this shit. That's why I don't offer anything. If he can't see my value and treat me like the goddess that I am, I'm out. Because I'm telling y'all, you can't compete with a nigga's grandma. You know you can't compete with a nigga's grandma. You can't. And so you looking up like, okay, we gotta buy baby diapers, we got rent to pay. You know, send your grandma how much money? Child, when I tell you it was the first and the last time I was gonna deal with some shit like that, I learned my lesson. And one of the main lessons is to investigate that family, child. Investigate that family, baby. Woo, child. Investigate that goddamn family. Because then, you know, sometimes they have an auntie or a mama being like, if she don't pay, she don't work, you have to deal with that for the rest of the time you're dealing with him. Because she mad because she had to bust her ass. Nope, I'm not dealing with that. I want somebody whose mama was afforded the opportunity to stay home and take care of him, and was treated with respect, and is still doing well now. Because I know that she ain't gonna be looking at me crazy when I'm like, you know what, I think I'm gonna stay home with the kids for 3 or 4 years. That's not gonna be a problem, and she's not about to be asking her son for money because his daddy took care of her or takes care of her. You see how this all falls down on you? Not doing it. Y'all gotta watch these families, man. You gotta watch these families. But anyway, back to the original point. You know, please be mindful of these women that are so masculinized that they feel like they have to offer men money, dates, food, or to treat them. I used to have a friend that would be like, you've been with him for how long and you don't be treating him? I'm like, what am I going to treat him for? What am I going to do, buy him some ice cream? Treat him for what? He puts gas in my car. He pays my car note. He pays my rent. He pays my kids' daycare. No, what am I treating him for? He gets to be with me. Like, I don't be understanding. But I know it's because that's what black women are taught to do. They're taught that they have to jump, rope, hop, skip, do hopscotch in order to receive love. And I'm here to tell you that those things are wrong. You do not have to do anything to receive love. Love is something that you deserve, no matter what your size is, no matter what your complexion is. You deserve love regardless. And if you want to deal with someone that's masculine, the less you do really is the better. Honestly, the more you do, the more you're basically telling him, oh, she got it. Oh, she got it. I literally had a man that was being very generous to me, and I still felt like I needed to do some things on my own, right? So I went and I got a job. Y'all, he literally was like, oh, you're working now, so I don't have to pay that bill. I was like, huh, what? What? Hold up, I know I still need the money for that bill, right? But that's where that came, and I had to really see that. I was like, you know, I'm basically telling him I don't need him. And I didn't even see it like that because I'm so used to going to work. So I didn't even see how that was demeaning him in a way. You know what I mean? You just gotta be mindful out here in these streets. But I said all that to say that I'm gonna try to circle back to my original point. You do not have to dating the act in the act of courtship. It is on the man's initially to do the act of trying to impress you. He already likes you because he in your face. Okay, so let him impress you. Unless you're scared of him, let him come pick you up. Let him pay for dinner. Let him decide what y'all are gonna do. Half the time, don't you get mad when he don't know what you want to do? I don't know. You get mad, don't you? Let him do something. Let him decide on something. Let him try to set something up to impress you. Seriously, like, chill. If I could say anything to sisters, chill out. Pay your bills until somebody else wants to start paying them, and just chill out. If a guy wants to open a door for you, you ain't gotta like elbow it out the way. You know what I mean? Let him open the door for you. Let him open the your car door for you. You know, I've gone to do stuff with a photographer, and he wanted to walk me to my car, and he wanted to open my door. And at first I kind of was like, why are you touching my car? But I had to kind of like, I had to shift back out of my masculine. Like, he's just trying to be a gentleman, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just feel like, you know, just try to take a week and not do anything. When I say not do anything, meaning stop calling dudes first. Stop deciding, oh, I found this really cool concert, we should go and I'll pay for it. Stop doing stuff like that. Go a week without hitting anybody up and see who contacts you first. Hell. Just stay in your feminine, relax. Do things that make you happy, that bring you joy. Go get a massage. Go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Go get your makeup done. Go swimming. Like, do that instead of trying to force yourself into somebody's life. Instead of casting damn love spells, trying to get somebody. Just chill, man. Just fall back a little bit, and you'll attract more because you'll be in the feminine. You know what I mean? When you're constantly doing, like I said, that's Mars, that's masculine energy. Be in Venus. Go read about the planet Venus. Go read about Aphrodite. Go read about Oshun. Go read about Urzuli. Go read about deities and energy that's about the female energy. I'm actually watching some men right here. They are cleaning the yard. They are in Mars energy right now. They are raking, and he got a leaf blower. Okay, they doing that. And one of them is a little boy, which means it's probably a mama somewhere. Mama ain't out here in the yard. Okay, she's probably doing feminine stuff. She could walk outside and be like, hey, like, I can help. It's just, you ain't got to. Go turn on Love and Hip Hop or something. Or Real Housewives, just relax. You know what I mean? So that's what I wanted to say. I just want my sisters to stop doing so much, because really what you're doing is you're trying to prove that you're worthy. When you're doing that, you're trying to prove your worth, and there's nothing to be proven. You have a womb. You don't have to, but you can conceive and birth children. You can feed children from your own body. You don't have to prove anything. Like, that's the closing. You don't have to do anything but be feminine. You know, be a woman. That's really it. You have enough stuff to worry about. Okay, you got breasts, that people want you to stuff into a bra. You have a period every month. Okay, you're doing enough already. Trust me. Okay? All right. Y'all have a good Sunday. Bye.